Alright, getting myself ready. Yeah. Right then, here we go. Hold on. The screen just ends up it's just like that because of the car X Street. I was trying to play a little bit as of recent, but the thing is that it's still, well, let's see. It should be streaming it right now. It's probably taking a moment just for the game to register. There we go. It's registering. Nice. So, with that being said, though, greetings, people of the internet that are coming into this live stream. My name is Aisha. My name is Aisha01, and welcome to Flatout 2. Now, I haven't gotten to do this for a very long while. I was taking a small little break from YouTube. Well, I wouldn't say like 100%. I was still making some videos here and there, but I was taking a little break from streaming for the time being. But I'm actually up and ready to play some Flatout 2. You might have been thinking that I could have done this a long while ago, but I do apologize for that if some people were anticipating such. And today I'm gonna go through career because why not? Oh, by the way, this is supposed to be like a newer version of the game too. For some apparent reason, Strategy First had some other studio to enhance the game or somewhat. So there is achievement. So there is like I guess there's some achievements. There is some cards that you could earn for those who are actually not new to the game, played it for a very long while, whatever may like to be the case. And me and my brother had tested out the player, and yeah, but it's interesting regardless to what be the case. Hold up, I gotta do something real quick. Sorry, I I'm in. I want to say that right now would have been a good time, but the thing is that I am still getting myself ready for a Jagnet. Well, actually, sorry, I'm thinking it's because I'm barely getting myself ready for college, and that's the thing that I'm gonna have to worry about at some point in the future. Well, that's what I'm gonna have to worry about now times two. So yeah, look forward to me not doing very much on the channel, besides try to do some of these live streams and whatnot. It may not be as often as possible, but I'm gonna try regardless of how things are taken. At least I'm not making like some cringe commentary videos in regards to other people and stuff like that. I want to say that the whole entire school thing could have waited. Well, some of you may say that college could wait. Why do you got to do this right now? Well, the thing is that I haven't been in college for a while, and I still want to get myself through, try to get through the whole entire process and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I am. Like I'm trying to do college for automotive. If anything goes by, we'll just have to find out. Hold on, I'm gonna take this. Sorry about that. I've been having some stuff to worry about. And a book for class is one of the few things I'm having to worry about right now. Yeah. Sadly, I'm gonna have to be taking some calls here and there from my parents because I'm still getting myself ready to go to college one way or another. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. There's the malice, there's the roamer, and then there's the chili. The last time I played this game, I picked the malice. I think. I'm gonna pick the roamer. I'm gonna take the truck. I'm gonna go racing inside of my truck. Yeah, no, that's kind of bad. I get it. It's bad. That was a bad voice impression of a redneck. But let's go ahead and get started. Right. Okay, let's go. Still a little bit loud for my ears. Oh, but that means it also... Wait. Maybe this will work? Okay, yep. It's bad enough that I'm playing on keyboard as it is. I wish the controller settings were there. I guess the one thing that the devs didn't do correctly, or they probably messed up on, would be the controller. Like, here's the thing. I was able to play this game before the patch with an Xbox One controller, but the thing is now is that I'm trying to hook that up, and I'm guessing there's like some sort of special way you need to set up the controls in order to play this game with a controller. And when I played through it before, and this was before it even got an update, before the game got the update, I was able to play with a controller. I had no problems. I was enjoying the game, and bada bing, bada boom. But now, it's telling me that I need... Well, it's not telling me specifically, but I have a hunch saying that it needs some sort of special process in order for me to actually be able to use a controller. And it's not only just an Xbox One, but it could also be a PS4 as well. Yeah, I know. I know what you may be thinking. Why am I talking about PS4 or Xbox One? Thing is that I'm not bothering about getting a new console. And, well, for the most part, when I'm playing this game, when I play some of these racing games, I played with the Xbox One controller. pretty basic. That's already reaching at the speed limit. I can't even... If I use boost, there's no point. It's already reached up to its limit. Well, this race was easy, and that's because we're in a demolition derby stages. Oh, we're not derbying like specifically, but we are in vehicle class. And it's one race down. Fastest lap between the whole entire group. Hold on, I gotta change the settings real quick for the graphics. Texture quality, whatever. Probably some of the view distance too. I don't even think of. I think that when it comes to these graphical, it comes to saying that you're able to change the textures now inside of this game, I feel like it doesn't make a difference because this is an old game. This is not like meant to be one of those fancy games that are like high resolution and crazy and stuff like that. I mean, you could say that for Flatout Ultimate Carnage. It makes sense on that game because it's a much higher resolution Flatout 2. Just more features and more gameplay options, more characters, and well, some more, maybe a little bit more cars. But everything else, the game is just entirely the same thing as Flatout 2. Just an enhancement of, if I have to say. Some would probably say that's a remaster, but I wouldn't even want to call it that because for a remaster, I'd say you give it a few more years. Like, you give it a long while where you don't make another game of such, and then you come back, and then you come back to this game, and then you say, let's make a remaster, and that's how it works. I've seen that once happen to SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's pretty simple for that game. They call it a rehydrated, which pretty much is it's their own words of saying remastered, you know? The details are a lot more, there. Well, they've been enhanced inside of the Battle for Bikini Bottom game, such as the map layouts, the in-game characters, whether they are playable or non-playable, and even the cutscenes as well. The only thing that hasn't changed, though, for its time being, would be the voice acting. And I guess I could imagine that kind of makes sense. Because that would mean having to call in the voice actors again that played certain characters, like Tom Kenny for SpongeBob inside of the SpongeBob series. And they would need to change the voice, well, they would need to have Tom Clancy play Mr. Krabs inside of the remastered of the Battle for Bikini Bottom. But I'm assuming they're not doing that because whatever stuff that they had might have been long gone. Like the scripts and all that kind of stuff, so that's why they probably ended up reusing the voice clips from the original game. And not only that, but you got to think about the cost of having those voice actors to be in the studio re-recording some of the voice lines and all that kind of stuff. I mean, despite the fact that some people, the scores for that game were not too up there, as people would say. Like, I don't know who would say that Call of Duty's the best game, while a remaster of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is just down straight bad. If anything, the roles might have been the roles. I'd say the roles deserves to be swapped. Yeah, at least SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom had more clarity of being an actual good game for its time. And look at Call of Duty nowadays. Straight up reused garbage. People can complain for what I say in regards to these live streams about Call of Duty, but it's true. Call of Duty is just a cash cow, and when people say it improved, I feel like that's absolute bullshit, because each and every single time it's just the same game each and every single time they make another game, and it feels practically the same one as from the previous title, Then again, SpongeBob is like that, but it was a full-on remaster. You want the big bucks? I'd say we release Transformers, War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, and maybe you'll have my money. Till then, you don't bother me about playing another shitty ass toxic Chernobyl fucking game with guns and close range combat. If I want to do that, I might as well just play some Rainbow Six. And Rainbow Six, well, let's just say that Ubisoft's controversial enough as it is. Stop talking about other games and stuff like that. I know I know I do take things to a long discussion, but come on. Go through here. I do want to say something about Car X Street, though. I did want to stream that game, and I've been hoping that I would take up most of the time of today to live stream that game, But the main problem that I have overall, and this is earlier today, in the morning, I live streamed Car X Street after I dropped off. Here's the thing, I'm at Central Standard Time. I live in the Central Standard Time zone. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, I had to go take my mom to the airport because she was gonna go visit her husband at New York. Well, not really. He's in Pennsylvania. So we drove all the way over there, and then I had to drive myself all the way back home. Around 5-something, I went to a gas station to try to find a Steam card, and I was able to get one, and I brought it home. The moment I brought it home, and this was specifically because I wanted to play Car X Street all too badly. I redeemed it. I went to the store and bought the game and tried it out for a little bit. I've done some of the live streaming. Of course, it was 44 so minutes. And what happened is I was disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm not like angry, I'm just disappointed. It's not because of the gameplay physics and mechanics, of course. It's a little questionable, just not too much. But my main problems are by these two things. One would be the optimization. Whether it be by graphics or FPS, it doesn't matter which one. But as far as I know, the optimization is just down straight bad inside of that game. And it feels like every single time you try to play that game, whenever you load up or something like that, it ends up looking like the game just froze and that the computer actually just crashed. Despite the fact that my computer, when I was playing the game and probably live streaming some of it, it hadn't crashed yet. The game hasn't crashed and the computer hasn't crashed either. Well, I mean, like, at some point this game did, but the computer, no, it hasn't. And it wouldn't matter how low your graphical settings are. You could have that bitch all the way down into the lowest graphical settings possible and the lowest resolution. And hear this, my laptop plays on low end, maybe even mid end. It can play high end, but with a special condition that I lower the graphical settings. And that's not a problem, because realisticality, the looks of realisticality is not always something that I am aiming to go by when I'm playing a video game. Because when you're playing a video game, you don't always expect it to be real. It's just something that you play, whether you're on console, whether you're on PC, like, it doesn't matter. But I try reaching up to the conditions of CarX Street, but it couldn't work either way. The optimization was that bad. And I had to voice it out. I mean, like, I had to send a review in regards to this, but that wasn't the only thing I was worried about. Of course, this is essential, but I'm also worried about the fact that the game requires an internet connection just for you to be able to play that game. Because I played Need for Speed 2015. I fucking hated that game real badly because of how I needed an internet connection. And this was a long time ago. I had to learn the hard way that I needed an internet connection just to play Need for Speed 2015. And it was on my brother's console. I should be glad that I let him... They should have let me play the game on his PS4. But it was annoying to deal with the issues of a live service game. And that's another thing I was putting up into review, is I want an offline patch for the game too. I mean, that's kind of not too vital as the optimization, but honestly, if there's people like me that wants to play the game and experience it without having to go find an internet connection, try to connect to an internet connection outside of my house, then I would be alright with that. I want to play this game wherever I go, and if I have an internet connection or not. But I can't do that because the game needs an internet connection. So there's two things that I'm just waiting for now until CarX Street works on that. Is solve the issue in regards to the optimization. That's number one. Number two, to make an offline patch. And I mean, they're probably going to do it at some point. They're just not going to do it right away, which, alright, fine. But still, I would love to see an offline patch. Anyways, I gotta be right back. I gotta open up my door. I gotta feed them, hold on. So we drove all the way over there. I do apologize. I'm kind of a little bit off in regards to streaming. Honestly, it's just that waking up at 4 and then taking my mom to the airport. It just gets me. I'm not really much of a person who likes to wake up early. Pretty certain it makes sense. Well, not really. It won't make sense for the long run, but a little bit. Hey, this is not that bad. It was just a minor setback, no need to worry. Shit. Ah yes, the classic props that stay on your car a little bit more, longer. To be fair, some things are not, like, are what could make the game go wrong, but at least it's funny. It's comedic. Like, honestly, I would touch this game. The same could apply for Flatout 1 as well. Both this and Flatout 1 are the two games I would touch in regards to the Flatout franchise, you know? But, like, that's all I could do. Flatout 3, I am not too sure if I am able to try it right now. I don't want to try it again because if I do, it's not probably going to work for the long run. I would love to try Flatout Ultimate Carnage, but that's just, I'm not sure. Flatout 3, absolute flat out hell no, I'm not going to try that game. We already know how garbage it is. I had even looked at a video by Rarest to see how bad that game was. Flatout 4? Not really. Like, to be honest, if Bugbear was still developing the Flatout franchise, then maybe. Maybe I would. But if it wasn't, no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna deal with that. But let's be fair, it's not only just Team 6 Game Studios that ruined the franchise by the third installment of the game because of all the Wii ported assets they had from, well, the Wii ports, as I said. Or this, whatever the hell named new studio did for Flatout 4. It's the fact that it's strategy. The thing is that I feel like Strategy First doesn't understand how Flatout, what made Flatout good. Like, they haven't taken the prime examples from the first 2 games, 3 games, I should say. Like, that's what I feel like. Surely enough, I wouldn't even want to trust EA with the Flatout franchise. You know how bad they handle Need for Speed nowadays? I feel like they're gonna probably do to this game, well, to this franchise. Fuck them. Oh, the only upgrade I don't have is Nitrous. I have every single upgrade except Nitrous. Okay, I ended up missing everyone. There's a remake of this game, like an actual full-on remake of this game. I'm pretty certain there would be a lot more stuff, somewhat relatable to what the Wreckfest has. That being said, in regards to the list of modifications that could go into a vehicle, not just the car lists. But I seriously doubt a remake will ever happen, because, let's face it, Strategy First, like, for the sake of it, they're just not really reliable when it comes to making a Flatout game. I would say Bugbear, but they're out of the loop. They haven't said it. If they were being asked about making another Flatout game, or maybe even a remake one of the few other Flatout games, they probably have most chances would say no. I wouldn't even blame them. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. Unless they have other reasons as to why they don't want to do it, then I don't know. I would have to look into that. Did I make a mistake? I feel like I made a mistake on what I did. Of course, this is not going to be... This is going to take a few retries, I guess. Boom. Okay, that wasn't very much. Okay. Fucking wreck. Yeah, one more hit and... Okay, never mind. Well, at least it's by Frank. It's like by Jason and not by Frank. Not by Frank West. I don't know what I meant by that either. Okay, the thing that gets me is the fact that this is points game. So I guess do as much damage as you possibly can to gain the most points. Frank's like ahead of me. Mind you, he's in a big fucking truck. It's the same amount as a semi. Look at that. He just straight up. Oh. Yeah, I know. This is gonna take me a few tries to. Please tell me I'm not the only thing hearing that. What the fuck is that sound? Is that supposed to be like the car skidding on the ground or something like that? Why is it playing when I'm driving on 4 wheels? I mean, I did restart a few times. Unless it's the nitrous after effect. Fuck. Fuck off! Motherfucking bitch, Katie! Give me a fucking break! Of course, it's been a very long while since I played the Flatout 2. For the most part, it's just me not getting through this game very well. We just knocked each other out. How? How? Come on, I gotta knock him out. What is he doing? Oh, that's weird. Don't know exactly what he was doing right there. Nice. We got enough to buy that nitrous upgrade. I need it too. I'm starting off in second place. That's interesting. Did I make a wrong choice on cars? Because I feel like I'm not going to be able to get... Okay, never mind. Hi, Jack. Bye, Jack. Oh, shit. Okay, raise up on my ass. That's confirmed. am I hearing these random audio pink, like pink noise things from? I feel like the fact that they tried to enhance this game a little bit kind of ruined a little bit of the game. At least have Bugbear do the work. They do a better job. They probably would do really well than whoever decided to rework the whole entire game. I imagine it's probably going to be the same thing if I tried Flatout 1. I'm glad the optimization's up there for me to be able to play this game and stream it, but I don't know. I feel like it's got some problems of its own that I'm not even too aware of. The reworking of everything to bringing back the online, despite the fact that I've never really played online in this game. And graphical settings, I mean, like, I don't feel like that matters because this is a much older game. Just a simple texture swap, that's just about it. Still, I don't think it really matters to me because this is an old game. I do like it, but I just feeling that the little rework that the devs put for this game kind of screwed it up somehow. I'm not too sure how, but I've just got that hunch. The sound bit you may have heard earlier, like the scraping kind of sound when I was doing the demolition derby, was just there. And then right now hearing some of these small pink noise-ish things all while I'm playing the game. It doesn't make sense. When it didn't get any like reworking, it didn't have that problem. Up center flying. I already imagine Katie Jackson must have crashed into a boat or something like that. Maybe she must have crashed out by that RV. We ripping. And I didn't have too much problems. Alright, that was awesome. It's gonna show that I got fastest lap. Yep. Figures. There's something I actually need to check out in a moment. Put up my stream real quick on my phone. Because I don't want to miss out on any comments if there happens to be any comments that come up. So yeah. I fucked up. Well, I fucked up. And Jason's right behind me. Okay, maybe not too badly. I'm still way ahead of him. Way ahead of my A game. Shit. Jet. Okay, I may have screwed up a little bit on that part. Nice. That's how we do it, despite the fact that I did have some moments messing up around here. Not the fastest lap, but alright. Nice, nice, nice. Now, actually, before I do continue on, there is something I want to look at real quickly. Not these. Those are personal. They're for college. Oh shoot. Let me fix this real quick. It's a little bit behind schedule, but that's because I have only 3 bars of internet. It should be 4, but I don't know. Because this is interesting. This is quite interesting that I see right now. You know, the fact is that I've always been on track with this guy. The thing is that he has so much to do. Like his channel is dying. His channel is straight up dying. Like he was caught being a toxic little fuck in regards to Cyberclutch Racing Discord. If some of you may have been around for that. And he has done some of the NS2 Underground videos, which, like, let's be real, nobody gives a fuck about mobile racing games. And the only thing that he has now to aid himself into killing his own channel even further is the fact that he's playing the worst racing game to ever exist out there. Flatout 3 Chaos and Destruction. He's probably thinking that, oh, I think this game will help me get some good views and good subscriptions because I'm talking about a game like this. When the motherfucker doesn't realize that, one, this game was at least more than a decade old, and two, it is it has insane negative reviews. Even for its time being, it was building up negative reviews. Of course, Bugbear was out, and they were helping Namco make this game over here. Let me see. They were helping Namco create this individual game. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, Bugbear was put out of the development phases from the Flatout series, and they were just asked to make another Ridge Racer for Namco specifically. And at the time, and this was at some point after the time when Empire Interactive, the studio, the publishing company of the Flatout franchise, closed down. So, to say the least, the idea of having Bugbear create Flatout 3, like an actual legitimate Flatout 3, was out of the discussion for strategy first. Because, of course, Flatout strategy. Because, of course, Bugbear knew how to make a few Flatout games. Well, they had some experience with racing games, they had experience with making a video game overall. But instead, they couldn't do it because, as I said, Namco needed Ghost Bugbear Entertainment to create the Ridge Racer. So they went in and they decided to ask. You should know who I'm. You should know what I mean. Like you should know which team I'm talking about. Team 6 Game Studios. The developers, like, they're prone to make shitty racing games since the very beginning of their own, like, the very beginning of the whole entire team opening, right? Well, let's say it like this. We go back and we look at their Wii games. If I can find a list somewhere around here as to what Wii games they have, I don't want to look at Wikipedia because I feel like that's not really Moby games. Here, let me put this on live scene, and we could see each with together what we're talking about. Let's see. They made some shitty racing games. They made Speed 2, Flatout, Glacier 3, The Meltdown, Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animals, Speed, Glacier 2, Helicopter Strike Force. But we're focusing more on racing games, not a helicopter game. So that game's highly irrelevant. And the thing is that these some of these games were put together for the Flatout Wii, and then as time goes by, I think they went even further into digging around for their old games to see what else might look good. They composed it all together, and boom, that's how this game exists. From monster trucks to formula racing, and it's just terrible. And it's still on Steam. I do not understand how Strategy First could keep the worst racing game on Steam. If it's got the worst reviews, what's the fucking point? You get rid of that shit, you know? But they still have it up there. Honestly, I wouldn't even call Flatout 3 a Flatout game. I would honestly call it like one of those shitty Wii games that you played and that you don't even remember anymore. Let's see. What's one good example that I could find that I played before? Okay, whatever. I don't care. What is one that I played before, but I hardly could even remember? It's not those. No. I'm gonna have to do some digging around and find out for myself. Come on, man. There's gotta be more than just that. Okay, here's this. Wii games, right? We search here. We try to find the well, let's specify even more. What about review scores or user ratings? I want to try to find the lowest that I've played. Like the one game I played, but with the low, like no minimum to no notice to the public, to the open eye. Not the area, not the Planet 51 though. That one's got its own take for its time being. Not the Flatout Wii because I've never really played that game and I bet it was fucking garbage. Let's see. I know it's somewhere around here. It has to deal with carding. Carding. Somewhere around here. Never played Emergency Heroes, so that's not even gonna be. That's not to be the case. Oh, hold on, give me a moment. I'm still searching. I know it's a Wii game. I played it before. If I can't find it here, I gotta do some more searching through YouTube and stuff like that. Well, I mean, there's probably some videos on that on YouTube. I know it exists. It's just easily forgettable. And that's what I'm trying to find around here. Where is it? Hold on, maybe from the top of my head. Not. Mythmaker Supercard GP. That's relatable. That's how I could easily relate the game, the Flatout 3 to. It's one of those games where I played it, but I forget about it. Why? Because it was never fun to begin with. And this was exactly like me back when I had a Wii. I played Mythmaker's Supercard GP at one point. And supposedly it was made by a bunch of British people, for all that I know. And the thing is that when I played through some of this game, it was so fucking boring. The first few moments I tried playing the game, I was like, who even plays this game and says it's good? It felt boring, and at the same time, it's basically just ripping off Mario Kart for the Wii. I might as well just play Mario Kart Wii if that actually mattered. Like, honestly, I played one shitty racing game, and I don't want to go back to it because I know it's going to be a fucking boring game at the end of the day. Not only that, but at the same time, you'll never know it's a crazy mess. And a lot of people didn't want to go to Flatout 3. Of course, those who have actually tried the game. Because they tried it and it was shitty. And at that moment, they decided to refund it. They decided to give it a negative review, which pretty much makes sense because it's just a shitty rehash of every single port of a racing game on the Wii, and it's just transferred into this. It combined into this, say the least. Like honestly, I don't. He thinks this will help. DGX Extreme thinks this will help boost his channel, but all it ever proves is that he's just helping himself on killing it even further because of all these shitty racing games he's playing. All the shitty racing games that he's playing, slash some games that people don't know about, and most likely don't fucking care about. Let's just be real. They don't really care about NS2. They don't really care about what Wrecked Party. They don't care about. Let's see what else. RCC. Nobody cares about that. Crash Out. Nope. Furious Payback. What the fuck is that kind of game? And he likes to say that he could. The thing is, he likes to share his delusions of grandeur to the public by saying that some of the games that he played is more better than some of the other ones, which is pretty much bullshit because he hasn't said anything about playing that certain game. Like he's saying that DT Carnage was actually better than Gran Turismo 7, which I know for a fact he couldn't even prove that's true because he hasn't even played Gran Turismo 7. But I see these videos, Flatout 3. I even seen some tweets from his Twitter saying about a remaster for the game. Like, this is so hilarious. This is just silly. It's silly to me that he wants. It's silly to me that he actually is trying, but yet all he's proving is to just he's just killing his channel even further as time goes by, which is most cases it's actually funny. I'll say that much. Like honestly, why waste your time on a game that nobody is gonna care about? Because of how bad it is, and two, how nobody even hears about the game nor pays attention to it. Now, let's be real, that mostly applies for mobile games. Like honestly, I used to play mobile games when they were actually good for the time being. Like Pixel Gun, it was actually good when I was inside of middle school. Nowadays, it's just garbage. Why? Because of the team. There's just been too many advertisements inside of each and every single time you play a game. And not only that, the game focuses on in-game purchases too. So you're not left room for comfort to save your money. The game is the team behind the game is just basically telling you, oh, we put some of this out inside of our mobile games, so we also made an improvement to ourselves by decreasing the rewards, so that way you could give us more of your money. That's pretty much how it to me, that's how it pretty much sounds when it comes to a mobile game. which Pixel Gun 3D is at least one of the few games that lived up to that. Lives up to that nowadays. And that's why I don't fuck with mobile games, because of how annoying they could have these predatory business practices. That's why I don't play these kind of mobile games. I have no faith onto them anymore. Would I say the same for PC games? It just, maybe? I mean, it just highly depends on what game I play. EA, in regards to Need for Speed, is down in the drain because of their shitty greed. Let's just be real. EA's greedy as fuck, and the people that give a fuck about Need for Speed Unbound just want to ride that EA cock, thinking that they're gonna get some sort of special promotion or something like that, when that really isn't gonna be the case. The Crew, I never really even played. I never really even played through the Crew that much, anyways. To me, it's just that I don't care, but there's just a few things I don't like, and live service is one of the few things. I'm kind of keep taking this off track, am I? So, of course, Motorsport is just an absolute shit show, but Horizon can improve as time goes by. More better than Motorsport. Flatout 3, I would say, Flatout in general, no. Just stick to Flatout 1, 2, and Ultimate Carnage if that matters so much for you. Don't bother with Flatout 3 or Flatout 4. You'll know at some point that the developers fucked up the game when it comes to those two games. Team 6 fucked up big time for the time being when they were working through after the development and making updates for Flatout 3. Flatout 4 devs, I don't know what happened to them. I haven't heard anything about them making an update or whatever. It may be the case. Thing is that supposedly the Strategy First is supposed to be like the same team that released Big Mother Truckers. I played that game on the GameCube and it was quite decent. Like, honestly, him just making videos on mobile games where nobody actually fucking cares for shit is just one thing as to how it's funny. Another thing that is funny for DGX Extreme is that if he's not going to be playing the mobile games, he's going to pick the worst racing games to ever exist out there. And each and every single time people say that this game is down straight bad, he cries like a little bitch. Every time. And that's being said when people are talking about him playing Flatout 3. It's garbage in multiple ways possible. People have made so many negative reviews in regards to this game. There's been some videos covering the Flatout 3, and there still is videos being covered. Like, that's how bad Flatout 3 is, straightforward. Here's what I gotta say about this. Hey DGX, if you really want a game to improve, if you want a game to improve on your viewership for your channel, rather than just trying to kill it more as time goes by, please, for the life of me, make videos on Flatout 2 or Flatout 1, because this shit does more better than what you play right now. I'm just being straight flat out honest on that. Please. Have some reality check and play these games and understand the difference between these games and Fallout 3. Please. You'll probably learn something new once in your life. Just like how, well, yeah, you'll just learn something new in your life while doing YouTube. He's probably not going to do that. And if that's most likely going to be the case, I'm still going to call his content trash anyways. It won't make a difference. Like, honestly, his channel, like, he got terminated for the first time with his DDGX28 channel, which meant that his whole career had ended underneath that one singular ban. I wouldn't even be surprised that he got terminated again. Like, he's showing us too hard as to how much of a failure he could be when it comes to doing anything. And YouTube is one of those few things. YouTube is one of those few things. Well, Frank's got me in a fuck position. Okay, they're all gangbanging on me. Let's try that again. That didn't go by as I anticipate. Of course, the AI is unpredictable inside this game. I mean, at some extent you could say it's predictable, but I just think they're not always predictable. The predictions of them trying to hit you could be very random. That's one of the few things that makes Flatout 2 more better than Flatout 3. Because I hear is that Flatout 3, each and every single AI comes after you inside that game. Like, no joke. I've heard that since the Rarest channel, when they covered about that game. That's how bad the game is. Then I'm glad I never even knew about that game. Well, still learning about it nowadays. Well, but after learning about it at one point and essentially picking up on even further as to what the case may be for that game, I'm glad I never even bothered buying that game in the first place. Because the moment when I first saw that game, I was like, bad reviews? How is it bad? And then I look at, I was like curious, but then I had taken up a lot of time later on in the future and looked through YouTube and saw how this game was absolutely bad. And it turns out there is a lot of ways as to how the game is bad. So that's why I'm glad I never even known about this game. Mind you, I started Steam back in 2013, and this was at least 2 years after Team 6 Game Studios had published the Flatout 3, yeah. I am glad I saved myself from playing that game. But I mean, there was also these two Flatout games, the very first ones that I've played before, so I got these instead. Don't want to be wasting my money on a shitty port of a Flatout game that is for the Wii. If that mattered, I might as well get a Wii emulator or get an actual Wii itself and actually buy the game instead of buying it on Steam, because I know for certain it's a waste of my $10. No, I would play that game for free if it mattered. Never mind $10. Give me that sucker for free. That's how much it should be if the game is down straight bad, either for free or just one lousy dollar. And that's being said for Flatout 3. Let's take this car. Crap. I forgot how that goes. Okay, it's my boost button. Fuck. I'm dumb as a motherfucker. Nah, it's been a very... That's not true. The truth is that I haven't played this game for a very long while. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh, motherfuckers. It's like there's a specific way as to being able to do this one. I don't get how you're supposed to do this. Of course, it was a few years, and again, this was before I started to do YouTube. I guess I'll just have to try to make as much as I possibly can. High jumps are probably not going to be my favorite one, or going to be my least favorite one that much. Got it. Come on. Fuck. I'm not gonna play that one. I don't like high jump. If you ask me, high jumps is like trying to do some pole vaulting. Mind you, I don't really know how pole vaulting works to a fullest. But it's kind of. I've kind of seen it before. Don't want to speak out my method as to how I know it's not that easy. Where do you think you're going, you little yellow bumblebee? And the thing is, I sound a lot more hyped than the previous live streams, like the comparison to Need for Speed Underground 2 and the Most Wanted 5. I guess it's just that, I don't know. I guess it's just the fact that I'm just enjoying streaming more so. I do want to say, as time goes by, when I do these kind of streams, I don't want to sound bland, and I don't want to sound boring. But at the same time, I feel like I have to limit myself to where I'm not overexcited or overhyped or something like that, you know? It's not usually a good thing. Despite the fact that some people probably would say it's a good thing, it's not 100% a good thing. Sophia's right behind me. Oh, what the fuck? Straight up Flatout 2 movement, overtakes me and then takes the lead. Oh shit. Oh, I crashed. I flattened her out. Crash out or something. Okay, I forgot that truck was movable. Oi. And there we go. I ain't playing dirty. I mean, I am playing dirty in the fact that I'm destroying everyone else with my own car. Yeah, that was kind of karma for just doing that then. Way ahead of my competition. Final lap. Here we go. Nice. I think this is just easy. I only need is just this one truck and then for the long run of the Demolition Derby series. Unless I need another vehicle. I probably might need a trade-in. I mean, this ain't no car dealership. You go there. This ain't no game where you could just go in and then just trade in cars, you know? I know what some people may be thinking. There's some people that come in the stream after it's over. Yes, my entertainment values are very terrible. Of course, that's how I see it. It just depends on how everyone else sees it too. Some may think I'm entertaining, some others will think that I'm boring, but it's whatever. I can't impress those that cannot be easily impressed, you know? tastes but life. And there's nothing I could do to change that. Let's see. There's that one, and then there's that one. I feel like it would have made more sense that the Venom would be the most expensive one because of its performance stats, more than what the Splitter is. That just might be me thinking of it like that. Well, I didn't see that one coming. Getting some text messages about, I guess it's supposed to be the next Adventures movie. Oh no, it's for another Jurassic World movie. Also, I don't know why they continue with that series. I guess as long as, for the most part, if it's profitable, then there's no point in just not making another movie. That's the thing. The story as to each and every single movie is just thrown away for the sake of the profits. Like Terminator movie series, they have been, ever since the second one, had been the most profitable film that has ever been made. And they're still making films in regards to the Terminator. Hell, they're even making an anime in regards to the Terminator. All due to the sake of the second film. Honestly, it just doesn't make any sense anymore. I'm not even gonna go watch the other Jurassic World movie. Cause I just feel like each and every single sequel, there's nothing new to it. Despite the fact that it has some sort of different plot from another one, there's nothing new about it. They're just doing it for the profits. Hold on. There. I said what I said in regards to their group chat. To the group chat and messages. Like honestly, I'm hearing about the Jurassic World movie, and when I think of it, like they started Jurassic World a few years ago. Why? Just because of the name of Jurassic Park? Give me a fucking break. The only thing that ever comes out of those films, in which case the film creators' idea for the film is dinosaur film made good money before. We make good money now with dinosaur movie. Like that's the one thing. That's the main gig that they go for. Is the fact that they use the dinosaurs for Jurassic World, but yeah, watch. This next film is gonna have some shitty story writing. Like honestly, Dominion may or may not have a good way to end it, but it was at least a way to end the film franchise. Actually, before that, actually ended it off very well. Like there was no need to make another film, but oh, dude, we're making film about dinosaurs. We're gonna make good money out of it. Hold on. Fuck! Damn it. I gotta start this race all over again. That's because I was typing a reply after I was done. I was meaning... We got so worked up on talk about the Jurassic World movie that I just decided to join in on the convo about it. So this event and then after the next one. But after that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Like honestly, I'm pretty much the team that is making the Jurassic World movies are just gonna push it as like Fast and Furious, where it's gonna get continuous sequels, despite the fact that it had a good few set of films, and some of them had good endings to the whole entire franchise, and that was about it. But now it's becoming more of a cash cow, if anything. I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say this. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, so let me go ahead and go into the menu real quick. And let me just say this. I would have rather hold a 10-foot pole right onto my hand, pushing the new Jurassic World movie away from me saying, fuck that shit, I ain't gonna go and watch that movie. I guess we have time for one more event. I'd say Sky. Yeah, we could do this derby. I might see about going through and playing through the whole entire game. It's just one small step at a time, though. not letting you get the drop on me, you little bitch. Well, there's room for improvement right there on that demolition derby. But I am gonna go ahead and just call it a night, cause I got work to go through tomorrow. So yeah. With that being said, though, my name is iShadow01, and hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and if there's more stuff that you guys want to see throughout streams or content-wise, maybe not too much on videos because I don't know. I'm just not really. I'm just not really. I'm real big on making videos as of recent. Then feel free to let me know. I'll be. Uh, just let me know. But with that being said, though, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you in another episodic stream. Episodic and chaotic stream.